Thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Keith Armour. I'm the Education and Homework Support Manager down here in the Adult Learning Center at the main library. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It was a little bit different, of course, this year, but now we're a little bit more into the holiday season, and we are going to revisit a topic that we did earlier in this year, and that was careers. We had a resource called Career Transitions. Well, that is now transitioned into a new resource called Peterson's Career Prep. And so we're going to dive into that. We're also going to take a look at a few things that are happening around the library. So let's go ahead and start today's Lunch and Learn. All right, you should be seeing our wonderful website at cincinnatilibrary.org. We're going to go under Services and to find Career Prep. We're going to go over here under Adults for Jobs. Give it a second. Now the old name is still here, but it's the same website. It is going to help you write resumes, writing cover letters, and applying for jobs, and give you a little guidance too about finding some new career paths. Don't forget about our other online tools for job seekers. We've got Job Now, we've got lynda.com and Treehouse. Those are really a lot of great tutorials, especially Lynda when it comes to software. You can kind of bone up on your different computer skills and your training. And there are some online courses through Treehouse, and Canopy has always the great courses, and then Universal Class has some as well on financial management and office skills and computer training. You can find all of them right down here, just through the Canopy. And you can also click right here. So we're going to go to Career Transitions. Looks a little different. It's still got the same great stuff on it, except they've really kind of upped to their game. The first thing I want to point out to you is that you should register. We click right here on the register button. It's very, very simple. You just have to fill in your first name, your last name, your email address, and then your email address actually becomes your username. And then you have to create a password, and then you have to have a secret word as well. I've already registered, so I'm going to just log in, and it remembers me. All right. And I'm going to point out a couple of things that are up here. We've got frequently asked questions up here. So if you have any questions on why do I need to register, and I will say an account is required to access this resource. On your next visit, you'll use this account to get access to your saved career prep materials. An email address is not required, though, to sign up for an account. So you just have to have access to this, and you can have all of your materials. You don't want to start a resume or a cover letter and then have to stop and then start all over again. So that's the reason why you really want to register. And of course, you can reset your password, and it's going to answer all of these questions right here for you. Okay. There is some technical support here. You can contact them through phone and through email. And of course, you can always call our virtual information center at 369-6900. And they're also the ones that will give you a library card if you do not have a library card. Because once you click on it, if you're outside of the library, it is going to request that you enter your library card number and your PIN. So I'm going to go back to Home. There's three sections. There's Create a Resume, there's Find a Career, and there's Advice. Next week, we're going to talk about advice because it really helps to know those things before you start looking for a job. We're going to dive right into Create a Resume. And I think this is where Peterson's has really made a great transition from career transitions to career prep because they just have gotten a lot of features that I just think are really, really great. I'm going to hit Create. And because I created one the other day, I'm going to click on this one. but I could create a new one. I could create a cover letter. I could even create a little website too for interacting with individuals as well. So I'm going to click on the My Career CV, and I'm going to say Edit. Now, I'm going to tell you that obviously my name is not Ashley, but I did take a resume and I changed it a little bit so you could see all of the great features that are here. I am going to tell you that there's a basic editor right here at the very top. We click on Basic Editor, you'll notice that all the information is here. This is where you probably might want to put your information in first. If you're a visual person, you want to see it visually, but I think the best place to do is start with Basic Editor, and you're just going to be entering information. So if I wanted to change this, I could add a picture. I could change my email, my name. I could change the number, the address, my field. And if I had a personal website, I could put more information on that personal website. And then, of course, I could save that. Summary. Here it is. This is a summary for, and I'm just going to click on this. And this is a summary. So I'm writing a huge description about my skills as a nurse. This person is a nurse. And then you can add some material here, like here's some emergency care, some pre-op and post-op care, and then a care plan development as well. Some education and training and leadership, team leadership that was important. So I'm going to hit save there. And what's great about each one of these fields is you can keep adding to them. So if we actually wanted to add more to here, all I would have to do is click right here into the field. And then once again, I'm adding something else. And I can change things up here. I can make a table if I'd like. I can bold different things. I can italics. I can even change it from bullets to numbers over here, and everything automatically changes, and I can change it right back if I don't like that. I can make it going one direction and another, and then of course I could center it if I wanted to, but I do not want to. And I can also make insert a link as well. So if you're sending out electronic resume, you could actually provide a link here as well. So I'm going to delete this part and then hit save. So as I keep adding more to this, I could add my work experience, and here's nursing experience for this individual. And once again, I could change this, obviously. I could change this. I could add their website, so a potential employer could actually see this place that Ashley used to work. And here's a description, and then the start date and the end date as well. Same thing here. I can add all of that information and then continue to hit save. And then we've got all of this additional professional experience as well. So if I wanted to add one, I'm going to click add, and I'm just going to add Microsoft Office Suite. Okay, and I'm just going to hit save. Okay, so down here is where I put this, and I need to add something else to it. Library school. Sorry, I'm not really thinking very much. So there's library school. Now, these are all capitalized, so I might want to go back and change this. So it's really easy to change it. I'm just going to hit the caps lock. and I can make sure that the style is the same and hit save. And then of course these have dates on them. So I'm going to add some dates. I'm going to say October 6. Nope, I'm just going to say October 2016, and the end date was November. Whoops, sorry. And then I'm going to add November 2016 as well. And then I hit save. Now, why was this great was the fact that when I want to edit it, I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but you can faintly see the style over here. And so when I noticed that these did not end with a period, I wanted to make sure that I kept the same thing going. Now, since this was something that happened in 2016, I'm going to be able to move this all the way up to the very top. And that's all I had to do. I had to just use my mouse and grab it and put it in the right spot where I want it to be. Okay? And I just think it makes it so much easier, and then you can just add, and you can of course edit as well. If you just click here, you can edit all of these information, all this information. Same thing with the Ivory Island Productions. I could save that, and I could edit it as well. And all I have to do to edit it is just click in the field in one of the bluish fields, and then just start typing and change it. Same thing with professional affiliations. That's down here. I can keep adding professional affiliations, and I can hit save, and then I could add more down there as well. And you'll notice that each time I click back out, it automatically starts moving. So here's my skills, Microsoft Office. Now skills is a little different. They're going to actually ask you to not only put your skill there, but also the description. So I could say proficient in Excel, Word, Outlook, all of them. And then I could rate my strengths. So I could make it, I'm very good at that, about a 9 out of 10 when it comes to Microsoft Office, and hit save. Same thing I could do with project management. I could write down a few of the projects that I worked on, and then I could rate how I did on that. Some of the skills like managing the project, managing the budget for the project, that kind of thing, and hit save. And then you've got your education, and you obviously want to make sure that you're putting in all of the credentials that you possibly have as well. Okay. Now, this is the basic information that you're putting in. We can even add a section as well. We can add a text section, add a portfolio, add more skills, and we could have a custom dated section. We could even add charts as well. Now, this is where it really gets interesting when it comes to this website, when it comes to resumes. You have worked on the basic editor, but now we're going to go to the visual editor. Now, this was one that I chose already for Lunch and Learn, but I want to show you that if I go over here to templates over here, I click here, these are all the different templates that are here, and I could change it. Now, this is the one I've already chosen, and remember, if I had a picture for Ashley, I would have put her right up here. But let's go ahead and look at this one and see how it automatically took all of the information from the basic editor, and now it changed it in the visual sense. And look, it just looks so nice. You've got the name, you've got the phone number, you've got the location, and of course the address, and then of course an email that goes along with Ashley. Then you've got all of her experience here. You've got all these key qualifications, You've got the education over here. You've got nursing experience here. And then you even have the additional professional experience as well down here. Now, the thing that is really cool with this is you can edit. So even if you liked this one and wanted to do, instead of doing the basic editor, you want to do the visual editor, you could still change this information over here. All you have to do is click on and then write down something else. So instead of Mercy, we could say Christ Hospital, and see it's automatically changed. Once again, going up to templates, and I could change all of them. Here's product. Here's a little different way of looking at it. And here's another one. This is more of a classic look. And that's all you have to do is just move and choose one of them and then see how you like it. I'm kind of a traditionalist. I really like this one. And I know I just like this one. I just think it looks, to me, I like it. But I think the other ones are a lot more eye-catching, especially with the picture. But here's a whole bunch of them here that you have access to, okay? Now, let's go back to this one just here. And now, I can change the appearance over here as well. So instead of, maybe yellow is not my favorite color, I could change the font up here. And I'm going to say Oswald. And see how it changed the font up here. And then the body font, I could change that to, let's say Roboto. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then, of course, I could change the primary color as well. Maybe I don't like the yellow. I click up here, and I could change the color to a bluish color. Ooh. But I could also just kind of move it around and make it a little bit nicer. That's a nicer color. But maybe I didn't want to do that, and I just want to go back to the original color, and I'm right back there. Okay. Then I can do the secondary colors and the link colors and then the background color as well. I can change the background color. Maybe I want to change it to a red. That is not a very good looking background color. And that's why I really like the traditional. And then of course I could change the font size as well down here. Now that's appearance. Now over here are the page breaks. I could change the setting. And then of course I could just have some history on when I worked on this as well. And they're saying I'm about 55% finished with this. But of course, we're more than 55% finished with this today's lunch and learn. I want to show you a couple of other things. You can preview it by clicking here. And that looks a little different because this is the visual editor where you can actually edit it. But every time you look at it, it's going to have these lines. But if you go to the preview, you don't see the lines. And of course, you can't edit it. Okay. And so you'll notice that this is kind of really long down here. Maybe you might want to move some of this stuff over here on this section. Okay. So you have a lot of different choices. Now you can share it. You can provide the link, or you can download the Word beta, or you can download the PDF. So you'll have a PDF of your resume, which I think is really kind of a cool feature. So once again, I'm going to click back out of here. And once you get to our main website, you click on services and you click on jobs, and then you go to career transitions. And once again, when you click on career transitions, it's going to actually pop up that you put in your library card number and your PIN. And then we went to create a resume. But before you do that, you do need to register Once again, very, very easy to do. All right. I'm going to show you a few things that are happening around the library real quick. We're going to go to services. Let's not forget about our free meal program with the wonderful people from La Soup and the United Methodist group food ministry. For meals for all ages, it's at these locations, and that's Mondays from 3 to 6, of course, while supplies last, and that's 1 meal per person. And then, of course, our meal boxes for youth. These are 7 dinner meals and 7 snacks for the whole week. And that takes place also on Monday from 3 to 5 while supplies last. And it's at all those locations too. So if you know someone, please tell them about this service. I think it's really important that we make sure that we reach out to people that are in need. The other thing I want to point out under services is our take and make kits. Now, our take and make kits, these videos right here will help you with the first ones that we put together, and that was some egg shakers and a paper plate maze, and then even how to make friendship bracelets. But there's also ones that are coming up as well. So there's one that's coming up, already passed, but there's more events that are happening when it comes to make and take. So let me go down here for crafts, and let's look at, so for today, oh, there we go. We're going to get a virtual, this is happening on Monday, a cold and flu buster kit. And that is happening at Sharonville, and it's all day. It says stay healthy this winter with a DIY cold and flu buster kit presented by 7th Street Gifts. It's a take and make kit, and a tutorial video will help you learn tips and tricks for avoiding those common ailments. So to help you with the flu and with a cold. And then there's also other ones that are coming up as well. Here's a make and take that's happening from November 30th until December the 5th. And that's stained glass sun catchers. And then also make your own button at Miami Township. At Madisonville, there's a teen challenge that's taking place November 30th, which has already passed, through December the 6th. And then there's some straw and pasta snowflakes at North Central. So there's a whole bunch of things that are going on when it comes to that. Let's go to the events, the regular events page. And here's the take and make knowledge grab for teens. That's STEM oriented. And Junior Explorers at Green Township. That's taking place from December 5th to December 15th. And then all of these other ones that are down here too. Pleasant Ridge, make it take fun with physics. So you've got a whole bunch of things that are happening. Let me go ahead and click out. And once again, let me show you real quick. You're going to go to the main page. You're going to go to services. You're going to go to jobs. And then you're going to click on career transitions. All right, let me click out and tell you a few more things. All right, there's a lot of things happening in the library, a lot of virtual programming, our cold and flu busters at Sharonville, definitely check that one out. The family story times, Harrison, and all of our virtual story times that are going on. Our free meal service at a lot of locations for adults and families, and also our meals for kids. That happens on Monday, so definitely check that out on our web. We had some great success with our take and makes, with our egg shakers and our mazes and our friendship bracelets. We're going to continue to do some of those, so check those out. And of course, career transitions, move to career prep. You saw today how rich and how good looking some of those resumes are. So it really makes it look very professional for you. Next week, we're going to explore a job section, and that will be next Thursday for Lunch and Learn. So join me then. Have a great day and have a good weekend. Thanks.